What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This will be part 3, the final part. And if you want to see parts 1 and 2, they're linked down below. And this is going to be all of the things that I thought and I've seen for questions and things and statements about the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and Flip 4. Most of it's just Fold 4, let's be honest. But any questions that you guys had remaining from my community post that I put up, this is it. This is the final video. And again, if you haven't seen 1 or 2, or you saw 1 and you didn't see 2, you saw 2 and you didn't see 1, everything is linked down below for you to easily watch. All right, first question from Jeff Peach. He asks this question all the time, so if it sounds familiar, it's not. I mean, it is familiar. Durability is an issue. How has yours been with your kid? And Butterfingers is my middle name. Also, I have a V60, gets no love. Thoughts on whether it's big enough to jump to S22 Ultra. So a little bit confused by your question, but I'm ultimately, I think you're asking me about, I won't even answer the S22 Ultra question. So Z Fold 4, is it durable? I have had the Z Fold 3, I've dropped it multiple times, have it be on the ground or on the carpet or on the couch or on the bed or like all these different surfaces, and it's been fine. Get a good case. I can't stress how good it is that you get a good strong case. I love the spec case that I use. My phone's charging over there, but that spec clear case is amazing. It's very durable. It's a little bit thick, but it's very protective. So as long as you have a good sturdy case, I think at this point you're gonna be pretty damn okay with the Z Fold 4. James Baker asked, the resale on my Galaxy Watch 4 is pretty bad. Do you think I'd get a decent trade-in on the Fold 4? So obviously I think you're talking about the future. If you get a Fold 4 now, will the trade-in value be good when you do it? Probably not so great. I would guess you're gonna lose at least half, if not more. And the reason is that it seems like Apple stuff is pretty good about keeping its value. Android stuff, not so much, and I think there's a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is it's pretty easy to get Android phones pretty damn cheap from almost anywhere, have it be from the carrier or used or just buying it brand new from anywhere. And they do a lot of trade-in values, good trade-in values, and pre-order gifts and things like that. So I think that's one big reason why it goes down. And then also Fold 4, obviously people, it's not a huge market, and it's not as big as, say, like all the people that want iPhones or all the people that want S22 Ultras or something like that. So folding phones, just it doesn't sell nearly as many as those phones. So when you factor that in, that's another reason. And then Fold 4, people are thinking Fold durability isn't as good as just a traditional candy bar phone, which I agree, but it's a lot better than it used to be. So that would be why. So trade-in value, I'd guess with the Fold 4, it depends when you do it. If you do it a year later, you're probably gonna get half of what you paid for it. Probably a little less than half. Anything, and if you keep going on year by year, it's going to drop even more. Original is asking, will the dark red variant be available in other regions such as the UK? I don't know exactly which variant, which places that will be available. I would guess yes, that's probably going to be one of the bigger countries, as well as America and other European nations as well. So you're probably looking at, I'd say yes, it'll be available. Do I know for sure? I don't. Tony Holland says, I don't use my S Pen all that much, but I do like it on occasion. I know I've never used it to the full capabilities, so the S Pen I can take or leave it at this point. The question is, I don't recall, but do they do multiple discounting? Like I ordered the Z Fold 4 and the Watch 5. Can I trade in my Note 20 Ultra and my Watch 4 all in the same transaction? I believe I can do separate transactions, just easier to do it in one. Yeah, so you can trade in multiple different devices for that. So yeah, you should be able to get multiple discounts, meaning that if you get the Z Fold 4, you get the Watch 5 or Watch 5 Pro, and the Watch 5 would already be discounted at that point, and then you can add in multiple trade-ins as well. So you could trade in a phone and a watch and a tablet or whatever else to add on to those discounts. Tina Hutton asks, will the inner screen be better and more durable? From what we're hearing, yes, overall the phone is supposed to be more durable in its body and the glass. So the Fold 3 was already pretty durable. I didn't, well, no, I did break it. Did I break it? I think I broke it. No, I didn't break it. I don't know. I can't remember now. Regardless, I broke my Fold 2. Fold 3, I did have to get it replaced, but I forget, wasn't it some other reason why I got it replaced, I think? Yeah, it was the scratches in the middle of the display. So I really feel like it's gonna be more durable in terms of breaking Now, scratches and things like that, maybe not, but we don't know for sure. But I would guess it's still gonna, that durability is gonna keep going up and up. So I wouldn't worry as much on the Fold 4 versus any of the previous generations. Now, if I answered some of these remaining questions, I am so sorry. I've done so many videos recently, so I get lost into it, but I'll just, hey, you get an extra dose of it. But I don't think I answered it, because I will say that the first time I did one of these videos, I wasn't even recording and I answered a million questions. That's why I'm kind of confused about the whole situation. Utkara says, to buy the Fold 4, my only concern is mediocre cameras. Do you think the Fold 4 should have a flagship camera, even if it costs a tad more? Basically says the size, space shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, the Fold 4 will have premium cameras. Now, will they be the best that Samsung has to offer? Probably not, because that's gonna go, it should go to the S22 Ultra, but it'll have S22, S22 Plus cameras, which are no slouch. So I'm still happy and very content with that. The big differences is the megapixels, 108 versus 50, 50 megapixels on the Z Fold 4. And then the zoom also will be reduced. You're looking at 30 versus 100 on there. And then I believe the front cameras, what is it, like 32 megapixels on the front camera versus like 12 on there for the Z Fold 4. Not anything I'm probably terribly worried about, and I'll still get good quality photos. So I'm pretty content on a paper level with the cameras on the Z Fold 4. Ali is asking, should I upgrade from the S21 Ultra? Is it worth the upgrade? I use social media and YouTube more than anything. I think, well, okay, so Z Fold 4, YouTube is awesome. It's like, I mean, I have the Z Fold 3 and I love watching YouTube on there. It's so hard to watch YouTube on a screen like this big, and then coming from the Z Fold line. So yeah, I think you'll love that. Social media, I love his social media on there. Instagram is probably the one app where it gets a little hairy in terms of like, sometimes you can't see the full thing. Now you can change the ratio of it, but it makes the screen smaller. But overall, in a grand sense, I love social media and video watching on the Z Fold 4. For me, it can't be beat on any other phone. Justin Barker says, have a Note 20 Ultra, Fold 4, or S23 Ultra. So you're asking if you should get the Fold 4 or S23 Ultra. I say get the Fold 4, and I say it all the time. Give yourself the opportunity to try that device. It's well worth the try. If you don't like it, you can return it and you have nothing to lose. You don't even have to send your phone until you're completely content, which is about 2 weeks. So I would say get the Fold 4. If you don't like it, hold that, return it, and then wait for the S23 Ultra. And our last question, Matthew Chang, is it possible for the crease to be completely gone in the sense that you won't find a crease on the main big screen? I think eventually, yes. But otherwise, probably, I mean, you get used to it. It doesn't even bother me. I don't think about it. So I would say don't make it one of your big concerns. It shouldn't be. It does not affect using the device, at least from how I've used it and other people that I know that have made it their main phones. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. If you have any other questions, leave them down below, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.